Flowers, messages and food offerings for the dead. All day and all night, a steady stream of people have been stopping by Itaewon Station to pay their respects. Just meters away are the streets where Saturday's deadly crowd surge took place, leaving a country in mourning.
I feel guilty. I often come here to party, and I can't stop thinking that it could have been me.
This man has been a local resident for 3 decades.
I tried to call my son several times, but I couldn't reach him. I was extremely worried. At around 4 a.m., I finally got through to him. I was so relieved.
Police have now cordoned off this entire part of Itaewon in central Seoul. They're standing by 24/7 on shifts to keep this crime scene intact. These alleyways are where more than 150 people lost their lives Saturday evening. This is one of the streets where that incident took place. We can still see people's belongings strewn across the floor. We see water bottles, cushions, and face masks. Earlier in the day, the mayor of Seoul too visited the site of the incident. Authorities are under increasing pressure to answer the question why only 200 police officers were dispatched for crowds of 100,000 people. At the morgue, we met one of the first journalists who arrived at the scene.
On one side of the street, there were people being taken away by ambulances, and we didn't know just how many people had died. On the other, people continued to party. It was completely unthinkable.
What was supposed to be a fun night out ended up becoming the worst public disaster in South Korea in almost a decade. In 2014, a ferry called the Seoul sunk off the southern coast. Over 300 people died, mostly children. An incident that sparked massive anti-government protests that eventually ousted the then president.